Hey everybody, welcome to the Glimpse channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell.
Hello, Glimpse Nation. With the weather getting colder, we've been talking a lot about the homeless. Although they face difficult days all year round, the cold weather makes life even more challenging for them. We talked about different levels of homelessness. Maybe somebody who may have lost their home due to fire and is now living in a motel room. Somebody who lost a job and can't afford rent and now is living in their car. Somebody may sleep in bus shelters or even just a cardboard box. But for each of these people, there is another side to the story. There are many reasons or circumstances that have resulted in them not having a home. Sadly, there is a stigma connected with them being homeless. They are often judged as being dirty, sick, stubborn, or lazy. But we need to look upon them with empathy and compassion. We are lucky to have some great books in our library to help us discuss homelessness. We'd like to share a few of them with you. The Lunch Thief by Anne C. Bromley presents us with Kevin, whose family has lost everything in a horrible forest fire. This event has left Kevin living in a small motel room. He does not have much money or food. At school, he starts stealing lunches. This is a story about understanding and empathy because Raphael, one of the kids who had his lunch stolen, does not judge Kevin for his mistakes. He takes time to get to know him and responds with kindness by giving Kevin some of his lunch every day. We all need to try to see the other side of every story.
A Shelter in Our Car by Monica Gunning presents us with Zeddy and her mom who lives in their car. They left Jamaica and moved to the United States hoping for a better life, but things have gone very wrong. Sadly, Papa died and their life changed. Mama looks for a steady job while trying to continue her college education. They wash up in dirty public washrooms and often don't have much to eat, but they still share food with other homeless people who have far less than them. Zeddy goes to school every day too. This makes me think about not judging other people without knowing the other side of their story. I wonder how many kids in my school have a difficult life, how many families are struggling to pay rent or buy food. This makes me sad.
The Canman by Laura E. Williams presents us with Tim, who really wants a skateboard for his birthday, but his parents only has money for things they really need. After watching the Canman, a homeless man in his community, collecting cans from trash cans, Tim decides to do the same thing to save money to buy himself a skateboard. Tim was saving for something he wanted, but he was collecting cans that the Canman really needed to buy a coat before the cold winter weather started. Tim eventually learned the other side of the Canman's story. His real name was Mr. Peters and used to live in the same building that Tim lives in, but he lost his job and has been down on his luck for a really long time. Tim decided to act with compassion and kindness and give all the money he earned from collecting cans to Mr. Peters so he can buy his warm coat. To Tim's surprise, Mr. Peter fixes up an old skateboard that he found in the trash and gives it to him for his birthday. We must all act with empathy for others as we are all connected. Look to learn about the other side of every sad story.
Lily and the Paperman by Rebecca Upjohns presents us with a little girl named Lily who feels uncomfortable and scared around a homeless man selling papers on the street.
As the weather turns cold, Lily starts to see the Paperman, whose real name is Ray. What's differently, his coat is torn. He doesn't have socks, and there are holes in his shoes.
She collaborates with other members of her community to donate warm winter clothes to him.
Lily even donates her favorite quilt that her grandmother made for her when she was just a baby.
This wasn't easy for her, but she learns that he needs the warm quilt more than she does.
This book teaches us to look past a person's appearance and try to understand what they really need. There is always more to the story than what you can see.
We hope that our summaries of these wonderful books has helped you realize that judging others impulsively is not okay.
We need to remind ourselves that there is always another side to every story. Act with kindness and love.
Thanks for watching, everybody!
I thought we were going to share a story about a local homeless man that was on the news last weekend.
You're right, we were. But this story has inspired us to write our own story about homelessness, unity, and compassion.
You mean we're going to write our own book?
It's a really big dream and a lot of work. But if we can actually publish our story, then we can sell the books and give 100% of the money to support the homeless.
Oh, that's amazing. We better bounce this idea off as many people as we can and come up with a plan to reach our goal.
Our very own book! First step, let's write the story.
Yes!
There's joy, there's wonder everywhere when you see the world from the eyes of a child, the eyes of a child.
This has been a Glimpse production. Thank you for watching.